thank y'all for tuning in to the McLean's RV Virtual RV Show. My name is Hunter Pruitt, known as the RV Hunter, and we're up here at McLean's RV in Sanger, Texas. And we're actually sitting in the front living room of the 2021 Grand Design Momentum 376 THS. Now, for those of you who know this floor plan, you know that it's been recently redesigned, but for those of you who've never seen it before, we have quite a few surprises in store, specifically in the rear of the camper. But this is a front living concept, hugely popular in the RV world, because here you get dual opposing slides for 2 couches and then 2 massaging and heated recliners that are opposite your huge front nose cap entertainment center. This entertainment center is just loaded with storage all the way around. You have the ambient LED lighting, your control panel for your Rockford Fosgate upgraded sound system, and this even has your controls for your subwoofer and your kitchen inside outside. And then you also have a televator. This isn't a coin term, it's what I call it, but it allows it to raise and lower so that on a rainy day when you're wanting to have family movie night, this is the perfect space for you. But if you just want to have good conversations and actually disconnect from technology, this is fantastic because it just drops away. Then you have the nice faux place that you can actually adjust color, light settings to your pleasure. And that's actually all around this glass entertainment center as well, that you can put on small DVD players, things like that, that you can actually still use your remotes and consoles to control. Additional storage that we want to showcase. And now, for those of you who have purchased Momentums in the past, previous to 2018-19, there used to be particle board in the bottom of these drawers, but not anymore. All real wood. Small things that you might not notice unless you're in them every single day like we are. That's why we're doing these videos, to point these things out. I did want to point out though, it's the only physical labor I'm able to get in a day. And so for those of you who've never seen what these trifold sofas look like put out, we'd love to take that opportunity to show you now. This trifold sofa is neat also because you can actually remove it completely. There's some folks who would rather use this slide space for a desk. I think that would be better suited for this slide over here, so it's opposite the stairs. But this makes a huge bed. And actually, it is nearly more comfortable than the RV mattresses that come with these. Now you get all the windows on both sides, so you can get some good cross ventilation going. They are residential frameless windows, so you can actually open them while it's raining outside. And then the massaging and the heated recliners that I'll show you here also have USB ports, and compared to the Reflections or some of the lower end Thomas Paine furniture, this here you can actually incrementally control with buttons. And you turn the massage, light setting, and heat are all able to come on. And then you have these nice little lap tables to either work or eat on, because again, that's how most of us eat at home anyway, so might as well bring those creature comforts out on the road with you. They also maximize the space that you get up above in this storage compartment up here. 3 drawers all the way across. And also an additional window up here, and it is an exit window. Grand Design's always being mindful of safety. But as we check out the living room, we also want to show you this. It's kind of a 3-tiered area that people really look for, especially if you're going to be full-timing. Again, Grand Design is really one of only 4 fifth wheel manufacturers that is rated, warranted, and insulated to be lived in full-time. And how's this for a kitchen that you could live in? I mean, you got the huge 4-burner Insignia cooktop. That's right opposite this nice little hutch area here that would either give you additional prep space or be a good work area if you didn't want to use up the space of one of those sofas with a desk. This cork bulletin board. This new lattice work that they are doing on the glass of these Momentum cabinets. And this has actually been entirely redesigned over the past year to a more charcoal neutral color on the inside. Huge drawers. Great cabinet space all the way around. Your spices, this is a convection microwave as well. And then show you this up underneath, because many folks don't even know that they give you nice wooden pull-out drawers as well under here. Great for big pots and pans. Then the sink in the island is fantastic as well. Super deep, stainless steel, nice drop-down faucet with 2 different spray settings. Smaller vegetable sink as well. But hey, you actually get a wash and a rinse side for those of you who are stuck doing the dishes. Nice Corian solid surface countertops. They actually give you the place to put a trash can. What a concept. And then you have the additional drawer space under here as well. With outlets, they cram them everywhere. Now, new feature on these Momentums is that now you can get them with the residential fridge, which is genius, because usually it either comes as we used to come as a propane electric refrigerator, but because this actually comes with an own-in gas generator, might as well go with the one that has the inverter, because you're never going to risk going without power if you have a generator on board. Great little pull-out drawer here. This is a Samsung residential fridge, 10-year warranty on it, with more storage up overhead as well. For those of you who have been hoarding toilet paper and paper towels all year, there's the place for you to take them on the road. And then great pantry that actually has your washer dryer connections inside of it. So you could either do a combo or a stackable unit. Combo unit would save a little bit of space, but some people prefer to have the stackable. Either way, our parts department can help you weigh the pros and cons. Now, this island's really neat because you actually get the 2 stools there. And before I point out this hutch, I'll actually point out one of the other newest features that Grand Design's done on these slides, and it's a huge development in that we have no carpet here. Fantastic under the dining room table specifically. You do, of course, have the storage up underneath the chairs. It's really nice. But Grand Design innovated a new linoleum technology that's not going to get caught up underneath your slide. They have a specific slide wedge underneath this very thick slide floor that is R27 insulated. You actually have the R11 insulation in the slide wall, so you're not losing all your heat and AC. It's going to stay comfortable in all 4 seasons. Some small things I didn't point out as I was coming down the steps, but you do have central vacuum here, and they do have a hose that comes along with it that can actually reach from tip to tip, so you can vacuum the entire camper, along with no floor vents. I don't know if you noticed that, but all the heat ducts are side mounted with Grand Design's patented even flow heat system. Now here is our hutch. Great for a coffee area or a little bar. That is the control module for the one-touch control panel that I'll do an intensive minute on at the end of the video. Plugins up underneath here, and also your override manual switches for your slides and awnings, but also more drawer space. And this is a perfect landing area right as soon as you're going out. But again, those of you who are familiar with the old 376TH are going to be able to notice the differences on this 376THS. This is just your fuse panel and your breaker box here. But the main difference is the positioning of this door. This door used to be on that side of the slide. We'll show you some of the benefits of them moving it back here, because there are a few goodies on the outside that moving this door further back allows you easier access to. But when they did that, they're very smart because they actually positioned this fridge from over there to this side as well. Improve some pantry space, but what also allowed us to do is have access to the fridge while you're going down the road, even when these slide outs are in. Something that a lot of you experienced campers want to make sure to consider, that you can actually access your food while you're going down the road, and this fridge will allow you to do that in this new layout. But beyond that, now we just have the rear of the camper, where we actually have a few surprises, a few more redesigns on this 376THS. First stop is going to be this restroom. Now, with this being an early year model 2021, some of you might be seeking this out because they did a redesign of this shower that we'll post some pictures of, because now it no longer has a seat in the corner. It actually has a teak wood seat that folds out with some different compartments along the side with 4 spray nozzles. This is an early year model 2021, but some folks are preferring this design. Again, we live in America, to each their own. We have a variety of choices, but this is one of the last models that we have in stock that'll have this fridge layout. And again, we'll post pictures of the new layout so you can consider which option is best for you. Medicine cabinet up above here comes with a paper towel holder, toilet paper holder, so you can mount it wherever you'd like. Super deep sink, new black hardware. And then all the storage that you get up underneath. Can't you just see what you'd put down there? Tons of space. And then you have dual doors here for you to be able to pass into the bedroom now, and that is one of the new redesigns of the 376THS. This used to be a wall. Now they've made it accessible directly into the bedroom. Of course, porcelain toilet and sliding pocket doors that are all magnetic, that are super neat. But as we go into the bedroom, you're going to notice a huge amount of storage space that we get back here as well, all across the top in both corners. Nice hinges, have everything hold up in place. You do have USB ports up under here, light switches, actual 110 outlets, window over the bed with its own blackout roller shades, which I have yet to point out. 2 huge windows over there on that side. And now this is the king bed option, which does cut down on the amount of space that you do have on that side to walk around the bed. But for those of you that have dogs or little ones while you're going down the road, this is almost a must, you know. But with that all being said, you do have all this closet space though that makes up for it, and you get quite a bit of walking space on this side. Open up this side, but it's next to identical. There's your big old 50-inch with 4 drawers underneath. You're going to stay really comfortable in this bedroom because there are 3 ACs, an option that's now only available in the Momentums, but 3 ACs, all 3 are 15,000 BTUs with the new Stealth AC ductwork system that we can post some information on as well. Basically, the benefit of it is it's real metal chutes that dump the air down into this space. Some camper brands, they're not ducted whatsoever, or if they are ducted, it looks like a dryer vent up there. It's kind of the best analogy I have for it. But this metal chute actually looks like a figure 8, disperses the air all the way throughout. Even when you're only running 1 or 2 ACs, you're able to get really good airflow. But now with 3 ACs, all 3 being 15,000 BTUs, you're not gonna have any problem being comfortable in here. But there's gonna be some things that while you're sleeping at night, you might wanna know about that are under this bed. Some of you think, oh, well, it's just a lift-up gas-assisted storage under the bed. No, we're going to show you right now the little surprise that we have in store.
Hey, surprise. This is what we have in store. Come on outside and take a look.
Well, y'all, this is the surprise we had in store. For those of you who already know the Grand Design Momentum line, you know that we are going to come back here and show off that it is, in fact, a toy hauler. But those of you who are unfamiliar, the 376 THS is the only front living concept toy hauler available from Grand Design. Momentums are known as being the top-end luxury toy hauler, but this is so unique because you have this rear garage. Right now it's 76 inches tall, but we go ahead and lower it with these gas struts, this hydraulic lift system, and we take it down to 66 inches wide. So for those of you who are wanting a full-time, you have the front living concept that gives you so much sleeping, entertaining space with the dual opposing sofas. But then this, whether or not you want to put a golf cart back here, your bikes, a side-by-side, a small one, or if you just want to bring your storage shed along with you instead of paying a monthly, this is excellent because it gives you that space. It's actually 63 inches wide, 117 deep, and even with it down right now like it is only 66 inches tall, or it's already 66 inches tall. So you have a lot of space in here to put your bikes and anything else that you might need. Those are the new Momentum Zero Gravity patio chairs that are fantastic. But I will show you that whenever we pick this ramp door up, it is gas assisted. The slope of this ramp is really great because you don't have to pop a wheelie to get it up. But again, with the flick of the wrist, you're able to throw it right up and then secure, lock all your precious cargo. And again, it's under your bed, which is such a unique, interesting concept. Now, the outside of this camper is going to be pretty similar to the original 376, besides in the orientation that we kind of talked about inside, where they moved this door from the front side of this middle slide to the rear. And what it allows you to do is come right out this door on the gas-assisted MORryde solid steps that flip right up and down. As you come right out this door, right to your outside entertaining space. So you have this gorgeous griddle cooktop that you can cook directly on. Small fridge here. In Texas, it's either just beer, Dr. Pepper that are going in there, but still awesome to have, even if you're just wanting to grab small snack stuff. Even though the inside fridge is accessible while the slides are in, you can grab everything from right there. Really solid, nice steel workspace when you're out here entertaining. Your TCL Roku Smart TV, and then your outside Rockford Fosgate sound systems with a 12-inch subwoofer being actually underneath the stairs there. But look at all this pass-through storage that you get under here. Again, you have that whole toy hauler compartment, but there's still no shortage of additional storage. You have all of this. And let's go to the front. As we pass, I'll point out the Cooper tires, H-rated. Now no more China bombs that people are all concerned about. They do still have a 5-year warranty on the axles, wheels, and tires. The suspension system is also now the new MORryde CRE 3000, and that's all about the travel. I'm not talking about the ease of travel, which it does help with, but the actual travel that it takes inch potholes instead of just the 1.5 inch potholes that so many others take. And that's important on this guy because, again, you're getting upwards of 20,000 pounds gross weight when it's fully loaded to the max with a 115 gallon freshwater tank, 104 gray, and over 50 gallons of black. It's only about 16,000 pounds dry. Still one that you're going to want to consider with a dually. I mean, it's a big boy, 41 feet 1 inches overall. But again, no shortage of storage or space. Here's the central vacuum that you can actually use up under here, the hose that comes along with it that again will reach from tip to tip. Magnetic doors with the nice slam latches. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling, not electric. As we move to the front, I'll point out the huge awnings that you get along the back entertaining space and the newly redesigned graphics that are just black and white. Seem to go with almost any vehicle. The TH series of the Momentums actually have a painted front cap here. It's the nice front cap lights that are actually customizable. I didn't point that out on the inside. We'll go back inside and do a whole overview of the one-touch control panel, but you can control everything from a small touch panel between your lights, your slides, your jacks, your awnings, leveling everything, including customizing the lights on the front cap and what are running along the side. And so you can be a full party wagon going down the road. But this here, your MORryde pin box, this has rubber shear springs that allow additional give front and back to keep from chucking. A lot of road shock is taken out, so it's a much smoother ride for you. And that's right in front of this big compartment here as well. You get 2 batteries on this guy whenever you go with the residential fridge. And then this is the 5500 Cummins Onan generator right here. That is actually fueled by half of the 60-gallon auxiliary fuel tank that's on the back that we'll point out. But as we walk around, those of you who are unaccustomed to Grand Design and their build quality, this Nautilus pump station is really just geared for you full-timers or even you first-time campers who don't know the difference between what you need to do when you are boondocking, if you're going to be filling your tanks, if you're connected to pressurized water at a campground, when you go to winterize or you go to sanitize. It's super easy. You don't have to worry about bypassing your water heater. All that you do is match the diagram, flip the switches, and follow. I mean, there is an instruction manual, of course, actually specific to Grand Design's individual brands, but again, all that you have to do is match the colors and diagrams. Super easy. The full-blown Momentums do come with an inline water filter right there, ice maker cutoff switch for your residential fridge, and these are your low point drains right there. That's actually the point where water is at the lowest in the camper, and because they're right here, right next to a forced heated air duct, this whole compartment is actually completely closed off from the rest of the coach and heated. You don't ever have to worry about your tanks really freezing, even in the coldest conditions. This is a 12-gallon water heater here, your furnace exhaust, and when I start talking about 4 seasons rated, the first thing you do on any brand you should be comparing is walk right up to it, beat on it, because this is R11 insulated. It's actually R45, not just R40. R40 is on the roof, but R45 underneath. And that's actually a marine grade subfloor that doesn't wick water whatsoever. This entire subfloor is one giant sheet of marine grade decking, so it's virtually impossible for it to wick water, which is why Grand Design protects that for 25 years. You have a warranty on the subfloor. By the way, while I'm mentioning it, 18 years on the roof, 3-year structural, 1-year complete bumper to bumper that Grand Design is servicing themselves, along with a 5-year warranty on axles, tires, wheels, and decals. These are automotive grade decals. If they ever start to peel or fade, Grand Design wants to keep this looking good, so they're protected for 5 years. And then I mentioned the tires, no questions asked for the first year. You can pick up a nail on all 6 tires because this is a 3-axle big boy, but you can pick up a nail on all 6 and they'll send you 6 brand new ones. Beyond that though, we were talking about your enclosed pump station and your tanks being R45 insulated, but this white pool here, with this camper having 115 gallons of fresh water, if you're starting to hit and go up to the mountains, you don't want to start hitting those high RPMs and start throwing kids or luggage overboard. The heaviest thing on your camper is probably your water if you're traveling with full tanks. And if you were going to have to dump your fresh tank of 115 gallons right from here, only relying on these PEX pipes, the low point drains, it would probably take you upwards of 3 or 4 hours. But this is a fresh tank dump here that you're able to pull that handle, pretty much dump that entire fresh tank, and I want to say less than 30 seconds. It's a great feature while you're traveling, and also whenever you go to winterize it, it just cuts down on that time that you're going to be taking to go through all those steps. You're going to get the residential frameless windows, Schwintek front slides, hydraulic rear slides under here, and then a look here. Your other tank pools are also inside. So for those of you who aren't wanting to reach way up underneath the camper, very convenient place for it. Here's your auxiliary fuel station. And then again, maximizing every square inch. This small cubby along the side of the garage you can use for several really long things like fishing poles, etc. Your skis, all that good stuff. But this has been a pretty intensive, but I feel like we got through it pretty well. Overview of the outside and the inside on the Grand Design Momentum 376 THS. Again, this is kind of the anomaly floor plan from Momentum, because usually you have the larger 10 to, sometimes 15, 16 foot garages. This is the smallest garage, but definitely the most living space. For those of you who have never considered a toy hauler, because it doesn't have adequate living space, again, I think this is it. But I'd like to go back inside. We did one whole overview of the outside after we looked at the inside, but I'd like to do a brief walkthrough again so you can refresh yourself on how comfortable it is. And then I'd like to as well do a whole overview of the one-touch control panel so you can see how neat that is. Well, we are in the year 2021. Of course, this is a 2021 Grand Design Momentum 376 THS. And in the year 2021, it's all about technology. And this technology is so well integrated on this Momentum with the LCI one-touch control panel. If you look here, this is the home screen. And you can control almost everything from right here. Monitor your bedroom, living room, and main area air conditioning, because again, you do have 3 AC units on this. Also your battery voltage, all your lights, including your accent lights. So name your favorite color. Mine was red while doing this video, but you can flip that right on. You can go ahead and change color if you'd like. And let's put it on a hot pink. Let's do a yellow. You look through there and I almost matched the fireplace going on up in the front. We got yellow accent lights, and you can also control the accent lights on the outside. But in a more practical sense, this also controls your leveling, your lights, your slides, your tank levels, all your leveling systems, everything. Right here from this easy control panel. Also has troubleshooting and how-to videos here. And then the other neat thing is you can actually connect to it right here on your phone in this easy Compass One Control Connect app. And you can see you can control the awnings, your HVAC controls, your leveling, even your generator, all from your phone. And so you can be sitting out underneath the awning, the wind picks up, you don't want to get up and come inside, you can roll in your awning right from your phone. If you're at a really tight campsite and you don't know whether or not you're going to hit a tree because of how confined the space is, you can be your own spotter right on the outside of the camper instead of screaming through the camper, "Hey honey, I'm about to hit that tree." And so this connectability and having everything interconnected between your phone and this screen is a huge luxury. Don't worry, you do have override switches up under here, so you can still control your slides. There is still a control for the rear closet slide right on the bedroom wall. And so for those of you that are nervous about the technology aspect, you can still control most of the main components of this camper without it. But I'll tell you, it works almost seamlessly, very well integrated with the phone and everything. But that's kind of the last cherry on top, that one-touch control panel. That's the last piece of technology we really wanted to hit on. We've already gone through the generator, the fuel station, the huge toy hauler compartment in the back. And so I'm really glad that y'all were able to see this unique concept and the redesign of the 376 THS, because again, this living area paired with that rear toy hauler area and then all the features that are in this kitchen, it's just designed and ready and equipped to go full timing. And so again, we're ready to get it on the road for y'all. Go and reach out to us up here at McLain's RV. We have 5 convenient locations in Sanger, Fort Worth, Denton, Rockwall, and Oklahoma City. Again, my name's Hunter Pruitt, the RV hunter up here at McLain's RV in Sanger, Texas, which is now the largest RV center in the entire state with a KOA campground, 24 service bays, and we're here to serve you. So please reach out to us. Let us know what you thought about this floor plan specifically. And if you want to see other Momentum toy haulers, that's what I specialize in specifically for Grand Design, is the whole Grand Design line. And I love toy haulers with their versatility, because again, the versatility of this area between being able to have a golf cart, bikes, and even a storage compartment right there under your bed is really unbeatable, especially when you pair it with this space. But we really do appreciate y'all tuning in. Please interact. Let us know what else you'd like to see. If there's any area of this camper we didn't focus in on enough, I would love to hear about that in the comments so we can go back, revisit, and we'll also be sure to post some of the pictures in the comments that kind of illustrate more on the different features and options, because there is going to be a new interior on the sofas. There is a different shower that's getting put in these, but if you like the Mocha and you like this fiberglass shower with the seat, be sure to reach out to us now, because what we have in stock is all we're going to have. And so come see what we have in stock. I have a huge overflow of campers now before the market gets crazy in the spring and summer months. And we'd love to see you. Again, Hunter Pruitt, the RV Hunter down here in Sanger, Texas. Thank you all again for tuning in. This was the 2021 Grand Design Momentum 376 THS.